Antoine Clisby gets pulled over because it turns out that he's switching lanes without signaling or whatever, and he's driving this amazing gray Lamborghini, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really amazing, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Right. So he gets pulled over, and basically Clisby tells the cop that he needs to let Allen Iverson go because he's going to be late for dinner. So he's like, okay, write up the citation, but you got to let Allen Iverson go because he's going to be late for dinner.
Yeah, he needed to leave the vehicle. He didn't even say late for dinner. He said he needs to leave the vehicle to eat dinner. Like maybe he was just hungry. Bastard's got to go. He has to eat dinner.
No, I love this story, okay? Yeah. And then the cop's like, no.
Yeah.
No one's leaving until the investigation is over. And the reason why he was investigating is because there was no documentation for the vehicle, right? No registration, and he wants to figure out what's going on.
Although it's totally nonsense that he got pulled over for changing lanes without signaling.
I think that that's a legitimate reason to get pulled over.
Yeah.
I hate when people switch lanes without signaling. Like, that's my pet peeve.
Know,
because you need to let people know what you're doing. Like, I despise when people go in front of me without giving me proper warning. Like, give me warning that you're going to go in front of me. Because you never know.
I despise it when people change lanes without giving me proper warning.
I just need to know what's going on.
All right,
you know?
but it's a little bit of a nonsense cop pulling you over. Like, it's not speeding. It's not running a red light.
Look, here's the thing. Here's what happens. When you're driving a gray Lamborghini, okay, and you're sticking out like a sore thumb, okay, people are going to notice you because you're driving an incredible vehicle, right? Of course, cops are going to pay more attention to you, so just drive the way you're supposed to drive. Follow the law.
I don't know the situation. It sounds a little bit like black guys in a really nice car getting pulled over for nothing.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I mean, look, I don't know. That could be the case, but that's honestly speculation. You don't know that, so.
I don't know. JR?
I have friends that have cut people off without putting on a blinker, and they don't get pulled over.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't do it every time, but I do it most of the time. I did it in front of a cop 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not dismissing it. Of course that's a possibility, but we don't know if that's what happened here. We do know for a fact that the car didn't have registration. It didn't have tags. So
why doesn't Allen Iverson register his cars like that? So there a lot.
Because he has 10 of them, please.
Okay, so go on with the rest of the story.
Okay, so the cop pulls him over. The car doesn't have registration. Does not have tags.
Allen Iverson's really hungry.
He wants to go have dinner, but the cop will not let him go. So as soon as Iverson figures out that the cop's not letting him go, he becomes irate, and he basically tells him, I'm the fucking passenger. And then he goes on to say, take the vehicle, I have 10 more. He asks the cop if he knows who he is.
Of course.
Okay. Like, don't you know who I am? And
I love the take the vehicle, I have 10 more.
that's really going to help your situation.
The cop's like, I can't take the vehicle. That's not how this works. I don't like drive away in the car and then you take my cop car. That's not how this process goes.
Exactly. And the police report claims that he went on for like another 20 minutes, cussing at the cop.
How hungry do you have to be to give up a Lamborghini just to go get a cheeseburger?
Really hungry.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like, I actually had like little fantasies about the situation. Like maybe he had, this amazing reservation at this crazy sushi restaurant that he's been wanting to try for the past 10 years.
No, you got to be about to get laid. That's the only way you're prepared to give up a Lamborghini.
That could also be the case.
Yeah.
Maybe dinner and then get laid.
Yeah.
Double whammy. So then he also tells the cop, police don't have anything else to do except fuck with me. And it just goes on and on and on. He's just making it worse for himself. So in the end, after 20 minutes of going off on this rant, he actually apologized to the cop, and he's like, sorry.
And then there's this other thing about like that the Antoine Clisby, who was driving, says to the officers, "Why would you want to pay $10,000 for a tag?" After the officers said, "It doesn't matter who you are. You tried to conceal your vehicle with a fake drive-out tag due to you not paying for your tags." I don't know what a fake drive-out tag is.
I don't know what a fake drive-out tag is either, but I know that registering a car is more expensive based on the make and model of the car and the year of the car. So this is a 2009 Lamborghini, and it might cost $10,000 to register it.
$10,000 to register a car? Any car? Is that possible?
I don't know. I assume the drive-out tag is, you leave the lot and it has like, I bought mine at Jim Hine.
Yeah.
It's not a license plate. It's just the thing. I assume it's something like that. Maybe it was a fake one. Maybe he had the car for 2 years already.
Oh, so maybe he was pretending like it was still new, and so he
Right.
had the drive off the lot tags like you still knew, so you didn't have to pay for the registration. I see. And then they pulled him over for switching lanes, and he had fake drive-out tags, and they were 2 years old. So he didn't have to pay for the registration. But $10,000 to register your car, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm on Allen Iverson's side.
Yeah, look, I don't know if it really costs that much. That's what Clisby is claiming here, right? He's like,
I wouldn't doubt Antoine Clisby.
he sounds like, you know,
Yeah.
a good gentleman who wouldn't
Antoine
lie.
Clisby knows what he's talking about.
Right.
I don't know. And then, oh, by the way, you left out this great line from Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Allen Iverson also asked the police officer, told the police officer, I make more money than you will in 10 years. That's not going to help your case. Like, who do you think you are? You're not supposed to say things like that if you want to go out and have dinner.
If you get pulled over by a cop and you're famous, don't say, do you know who I am? And I will make more money in 10 years than you do.
Yeah.
Like, has any cop ever been like, oh my God, I didn't know who you are. I'm so sorry. And you're right. You're so much richer than I am. You may go.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Idiot.